This is our beautiful home, and we're gonna try and make it scary, you know? Like, just a little, not a lot. Don't want to scare people away. Still want visitors. Just a little bit scary. I love this thing. It's just cool. Just reminds me of happiness and death. Glad you guys are here though, because I know you can give me a hand. So that's good. Give me, oh, gross. Okay. Hey, look, they lit up. Look. Oh, this is good. All right, guys, check this out. So now we have the super spooky. Ooh, it's flickery. I don't like that. It's super spooky, but that's not intentional. Yeah, that's not good. I'm gonna go check that electrical connection.
Yeah, she says no, I can't hear you. I can hear Dad though.
Oh, she can't hear you, so you would have to type in the chat to talk to her.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay, got it. All right, so I gotta check that connection because the electrical seems to be a little bit flaky, and that makes me nervous. Oh, it's definitely this piece here, so let's get that tightened. There. It should be a little better. So it's kind of a screw-in plug that goes into the light receptacle, so. Yeah, now it's clear. Staying on, nice and solid. All right, so check these out. Our porch has some sharp, pointy teeth for Halloween. And if you try to come up on our porch, it will bite you. It will bite you. Should be. All right. What is missing, you see, is the bottom teeth. The reason I like these is because every time the mailman comes up, he's got to walk right through the jaws of death, which is fantastic. Okay, here we go. One set of teeth on their way up. And I don't think this camera's going to hold. I think it's going to flop down. But we'll try it and we'll see. Because nobody really knows, do they? Okay. Now I've got to screw this up in the middle and then I'll go hit both ends. That's my evil plan anyway. See if it works. Right about there. Okay, is it back on? Look at that.
Yeah.
See, I had to switch my connection to the subnet mesh network that I set up out here on the porch so I can get higher feeds from the porch area. I forgot to switch my phone over to this network, so now I have. And that is your geek lesson for the day. All right, so we've got it up here, but I do not like it. It's not very stable. So I'm gonna leave you guys here for a minute. So what we're doing is replacing the screws in the top teeth before we go out and look at them. With much longer screws, because I know once there's a windstorm that comes through here, it's just going to take this thing down. that's just lovely, isn't it? Good thing I'm not doing this with a manual screwdriver, or that would be really difficult. Oh yeah. No, I like it. I like how the bottom teeth are coming together too. That's all right. Yeah. No, I like that. Now you see on this one, I'll turn this one so you can see it too. See, now it's cool because everybody that has to come up on the porch has to walk right through the teeth like it's going to chomp them. And the cool thing is right across the street here, on the walkways over here, there is a preschool class that comes down every day for a walk. And they come down that sidewalk right there and they stop, and all of them look across the street at the monster house and they all scream and squeal and giggle. And then they cross the street and go back to school. So just for that, it's worth it. Now, can we talk for just a second about gingivitis? Really, guys, if you don't brush your teeth, this is what will happen. See this yellow plaque building up down here or on the bottom? Yeah, that's not good. That is definitely gingivitis. Yeah, the dental hygienist that takes care of this house is going to be very, very displeased. Because brushing is really important, right, Fen?
Yeah. I do it twice a day.
Good. Excellent. Okay, so there is something missing from our monster here. If you look up here, it doesn't have any eyes. So we need to complete the face and get some eyes up on top of the roof. And luckily, got just the thing. Doing. Okay, so check this out. I've got some rods here. Ooh, and this one's actually broken. That's not good. I may have to replace that before I can put it up. There. And look, I packed your angry eyes just in case you need them. And I've got a light that goes on the inside, so I can light these eyes up with the little eyebrows. And it looks pretty darn spooky. So let's see if these things are too broken and I can't put them back together. Then we'll have to come up with something else. But let's check it out and see. So it's got one bar. It goes together kind of like a tent. It's got one bar that goes all the way across the top of it and makes an arch. And then I just stake the ends out. And that makes a hollow spot in the middle where I can put the light bulb. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm going to bring both of them and the broken piece. Let's take them apart to transport them. And let's go try this out. I think we got it. I think one of these is going to work just fine. But you never know. Woo! It's okay, saved you. You never know until you try. Well, just kind of work everything down. It's just like putting up a tent. I basically just sewed a giant tent with eyeballs on it to make this thing work. Okay, and let's put the extra rod on the end. Uh-oh. It's getting scary. I don't want anybody getting too terrified. I will protect you from these scary eyes. Oh, you know what? I think that's going to work. Now we need the rod for the back. And then right back here, there's a tiny little sleeve sewn in. And then another tiny little sleeve down here. And then the whole thing stands up. You can see it's open underneath. And the whole thing stands up like a tent, like that. And then I basically put bricks on it to hold it. Oh yeah. There we go. So we're gonna get the ice set up over here. Ben, can you bring him right over here? Carefully, carefully.
Whoa.
Yeah, don't fly it, it's not a kite.
I know. Trying.
You're doing fine. And I'm gonna put one brick there. Ooh,
Whoa.
yeah,
Scared me.
I know. It's okay, it's not a real monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right. I know, dad jokes, obligatory. Okay, let's get the last rock here. See if we can get these eyes to stand up a little bit. I've got kind of a pouch underneath here that will hold a brick or a rock, and it kind of holds everything down. And then I put another one on the back like that, and that holds everything down in the back. And then all together, that puts the eyes out where they're supposed to be. Cool. All right, then as a backup, I tie this on here. I don't know if it's gonna stand the wind this year. Tie this up. Okay. Well, if it blows down, we'll put it back up. That's easy enough. All right, what do you think, Finn? Boy.
Tag right there is extra chair.
Yeah, extra. We'll see. I brought a rope up, but it's not going to be long enough to help. I think I'm going to put a stronger rope on that. All right, let's go downstairs, though, and take a look. Ready to go back in? That you could hear. But originally, in 1887, this house was built as a Queen Anne style house. And then in 1905, our neighbors over here, our neighbors, like I was here, yeah, right. When I was riding my dinosaur to school, I used to ride past that house over there, and they were really good friends. And when they built their little carriage house with the cupola, you can kind of see back there, and they built that big yellow house with all the chimneys, these guys that lived here said, well, we got to have our house nice too. So they added on this porch that I'm standing on. They added on the sunroom, which I'll show you downstairs, and they added on these railings up here. And these railings look like, from the street, like there's a whole, second story balcony where you can walk out and, enjoy your coffee in the morning or whatever. But if you look at it up close, it's really just like doll size. Like there's my knee right there. So you couldn't actually use this, and that's just a window going into one of the bedrooms. So it's made to look huge, like a mansion. But when you look up close, it's really not. However, it is bigger than a regular house. And so when you look at, say, this, a normal house would be about 8 to 10 feet to the eave of the roof. This one is closer to 16 to 18 feet. So it takes quite a bit to get up here. And I like that because it provides us with more security, because it's, somebody would die trying to break in. But it's also kind of a pain because you've got to go up and down this thing. So I'm going to take care of my rope, which I don't need. And we're going to go back down and see if we can do it without falling. How about that? And so far the eyes are holding. There we go. What do you know? Survived. All right, let's step back and see if you can see the eyes without losing connection with the camera here. Oh, look at that. That's great. So now we got the full monster. I'll put a light bulb in there later today, so we've got lights in it. And next week I might come out here and show you guys what it looks like when it's glowing. Oop, can you go shut that door again, Fen? It looks like it popped open. Or that was a ghost going in the house. Can't tell. Yeah, I like that. So now we've got our chandelier with our skulls over here. We've got Steven there enjoying the view. We've got our monster teeth up. And we've got that. All right, excellent. So we're gonna stop pretty. I started making gravestones and then I made new ones for a couple of years. And now we've got about 6 of them, and I really don't want to turn this into a whole graveyard, so I'm just going to go with those 6. So let me show them to you, and then we'll worry about putting them up next. So here's the first one. Here lies Mr. Hall, who was not a licensed electrician after all. Yeah, I think that pretty much says it. This one is directly pointed at me. Here lies our dear dad. We tried to tell him the milk was bad. Oh, poor dad. All right, next one. These are, we live in the Midwest, so a lot of these are random Midwestern names that rhymed with stuff. Okay, ready? Here lies Mrs. Stout. She fooled around and she found out. But that was pretty funny. A couple more here. There we go. Whew. Here lies Uncle Ted. He did his own research, and now he's dead. So sad. I don't even know what that means. That's strange. Okay. Let's see. Here lies Mrs. Heffendork. She pulled her toast out with a fork. I want you to pay attention to this awesome drawing of a toaster. And the weapon of choice, the fork. Excellent. So these go up against the stands over here, and they line the front sidewalk out there, so as people walk by, they can think about death, I suppose, or something. I don't know. It's kind of creepy, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to put those on the stands and get those mounted later. Right now, whoa, let's get the full experience of going through the teeth. You just can't beat that. So think if you're a mailman and you're walking up here and you're like, it's gonna get me, and you gotta walk right through the teeth. That's funny. That's funny, right?
What's funny?
Having the mailman walk through the teeth every day.
I guess it is.
I think it is. Look, Steven's laughing. He thinks it's funny.
He always smiles.
He does. All right, let me sit there. Oh, here, I can give you a hand with that. Yeah, okay. So here is the end result at night. Spooky, spooky, spooky. Ooh. The skeleton chandelier came out great. But wait until you see the face. Okay, check this out. I'm gonna hide it from you until we get back far enough to see it. Ready? Oh yeah. Look at that. The eyes are glowing. The teeth are sharp. The gingivitis is raging across its gums. Oh, this is beautiful. All right. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Happy Halloween.